In this lesson, we explore hazards related to active orogenic belts, earthquakes, landslides, and flooding. The key idea is cascading hazards across time. Immediate effects happen during and right after the quake. Over days to years, slope failures and sediment move through rivers. Over years to decades, tectonic uplift and sediment redistribution reshape whole river networks. We'll use clean diagrams with no overlapping text and a simple legend to guide you. Here is the big picture of cascading hazards. The epicenter is at the center. The red ring shows immediate coseismic landslides, like rockfalls and slides. The blue ring shows days to years. Landslide dams forming lakes, breach floods, debris flows, and river aggradation that raises flood risk. The yellow ring shows years to decades. Tectonic uplift and sediment redistribution alter channels, flood patterns, and erosion rates. This is adapted conceptually from Fan and colleagues. 2019, earthquakes in mountain belts are frequent and powerful. In collision zones like the Himalaya, large thrust or strike-slip earthquakes produce strong vertical and horizontal accelerations. The shaking damages structures and triggers many landslides. Cascading impacts follow. Fractured slopes remain unstable for years, groundwater and rivers can shift, and glacial or landslide lakes may outburst. Landslides are pervasive in steep mountain belts. Over steep slopes, earthquakes and intense rain trigger shallow slips, rock falls, debris flows, and some deep-seated slides. Landslides often dam rivers, forming temporary lakes. These dams can breach hours to months later, generating destructive floods downstream. Post-quake, slopes stay weak, so even moderate rain can trigger debris flows. Flood hazards in orogenic belts come in different forms. Left, landslide dam outburst flood. Middle, glacial lake outburst flood in high mountains. Right, long-term aggradation that raises the riverbed and increases overbank flooding. These floods can be sudden and devastating, and long-term sediment loading can raise flood risk for decades. Here is a compact summary of hazards, common triggers, major impacts, and timescales. Notice the cascade, links between hazards. Key takeaways. Earthquakes, landslides, and floods in active orogenic belts are tightly connected. Immediate hazards often cascade into days to years of river and slope hazards and decades of landscape change. Mapping susceptibility, monitoring lakes and dams, and planning for compound events are critical to reduce risk. We kept text and graphics separated into panels and legends to avoid any overlap. Clean spacing and right side labels keep the visuals crystal clear against the black background.